My name is Gabby. I am fairly new. I don't even know why I said fairly new. I'm like super new um, to booktube and doing videos at all. I think I made one a month or 2 months ago. I don't know. I think it was a TBR. I don't even know if I finished a book in that single TBR, but I tried, okay? So Brittany, who is called Never Ending Reader on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everything. She's called Never Ending Reader. She made a video about finally fall book tag, and the prompt sounded really cute and fun, so I figured I would scrounge up whatever books that I could that fit those prompts, and I'm gonna do this video now, so let's see how it goes. I'm also really new to like editing and doing stuff, so everything's gonna look really rough. Hopefully, yeah, that's how you say it, right? Hopefully? I say hopefully? You got what I meant. Hopefully, I will learn how to do all the fancy cool YouTube stuff. But yeah, until then, just bear with me. Okay, so the first one is, in fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. So my first book will be Patrick Rothfuss's The Name of the Wind. This is one of my brother and my favorite books because it is, if you haven't read this book, seriously just read it. It is like, it's thick. Thick with like 3 C's. And it's really good. Like, okay, just the prologue. This is why I picked it for like the vivid setting. Just the prologue, okay? It was night again. The Waystone Inn lay in silence, and it was a silence of 3 parts. Ooh, ominous. The most obvious part was a hollow echoing quiet made by things that were lacking. If there had been a wind, it would have sighed through the trees, set the inn's sign creaking on its hooks, and brushed the silence down the road like trailing autumn leaves. I mean, autumn leaves, it's fall. Just read it in this, I guess, season. It is such a good book. Anyways, next. Nature is beautiful, but also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. I literally just finished this book today, and for a debut author, wow. It was so, it made me feel all the things. And it's a young adult book. The girl is, oh man, 17? 16? Dude, that's so bad. I just read the book. Whatever. She's a teenager. She's in high school. Her mom is dealing with depression, and she committed suicide. So already super heavy, but this book is just so beautifully written. Like, the girl, instead of feeling like, oh, I feel sad, she's like, oh, I feel murky blue, or like she's excited, and like that was like a bad example, don't listen to that. But the author describes the character's emotions through colors because she's an artist. And so her and her friend, they ask each other like, what color, like what color, like what color are you feeling, not just how are you feeling, what color. I don't know, but it's just so beautiful. And just like the whole thought of that was just amazing, and I hadn't seen it in any other book. So this one is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Penn. So the next one is Fall is Back to School Season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. I don't really read a lot of nonfiction. I'm more of a fiction reader, sci-fi kind of stuff, fantasy. But biographies are nonfiction, right? Well, I read Scrappy Little Nobody by Anna Kendrick, and then Unqualified by Anna Faris. So I mean, those two are really good. But the one that I have on me in my bookshelf was called Precious Little Sleep. Now this one, I'm a nanny, and the mom and dad that I work for, they have their first kid. So they were trying to get the kid, or we were all trying to get the kid like sleep trained and everything. And so the dad likes to, research stuff. So he bought me a copy of this book, and it's like how to tactfully train your baby to sleep well. And you know what, whatever we did worked fine because the little girl sleeps awesome. She sleeps like the whole night. I mean, well, today she got up like at 5:30 a.m., but that's like a one-off. Now, the next one is, in order to keep warm, it's good to spend time with people we love. Name a fictional family, household, or friend group you'd like to be a part of. I feel like this is a given for everybody in my generation and the generations to come, hopefully. Harry Potter. I would love to be in the Harry Potter world. Specifically, I think I would really, really like to be either like Hermione's family, because she's Muggle and she's witch and like, you know, she's like half and half. But then also I think I would really, really love to be part of the Weasleys. Like, they're just such a big family, and I mean, you always want the opposite, you know? If you come from a big family, you want like, I want to be an only child or something. And my family is just my brother and I, and we're 10 years apart, so I kind of was like an only child for a bit. And I would really like a big family. That'd be cool. So yeah, I would really like to be part of the Weasleys. Now, the fourth one oh wait, no, that was the fourth one. Yes. Number 5. The colorful leaves are piling up on the ground. Show us a pile of fall-colored spines. Okay, let me move my tea before I spill everything. I just got all the orange stuff that I could. Yay! Orangey. That's fall, right? So it's Harry Potter, Charlene Harris, Dead and Gone, Marlena, The Curious Incident of the Dog of the Night. Good book. And then 3 books from Jim Butcher's Dresden Files. I think it's the first 3. Stormfront, Full Moon, and Grave Peril. Yeah. Now, fall is a perfect time. This is 6. Fall is the perfect time for some storytelling by the fireside. Share a book wherein someone is telling a story. So I don't have this book on me. I listen to it on audiobook. The bulk of my reading has to do with audiobooks because it's just easier. Like, I do a lot of different things at home most of the time. I clean, I cook, and I'm just always listening to something. And then I drive to work, and it's about 30 minutes to work, 30 minutes back. So audiobooks just make sense, and I love them because it's, I mean, you're listening to like a movie, but it's a book. I mean, audio. You get me. Anyways, I liked Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rule. It's about this lady who, she's a good author. She writes other books too. She used to work next to Ted Bundy at a crisis center in Washington, I think. I think it was a suicide hotline or like something like that, which is weird because it was Ted Bundy. But yeah, it's just her retelling of how she knew Ted Bundy, and I don't even know if I have to say anything else about that. She worked next to him, and she didn't even know he was that kind of guy. But yeah. 7th one is Nights Are Getting Darker. Share a dark, creepy read. Which one did I choose? Oh. So I think there was... Oh, okay. Lisa Gardner, Live to Tell. That one was really good. And another dark and creepy one was Baby Teeth. Oh man, that child. I wanted to just like chuck it out the window because no good. Return to sender. Bad, bad, bad. Having kids, man, it's such a gamble. You don't know what you're gonna get. Is it like chocolate? Like a box of chocolate? Dude, kids. Anyways, I also chose Behind Her Eyes because this book was like plot twist and at the end, and I was just like, I had to put this book, like, you remember Friends where Joey puts oh my god, I went blank. Cujo? Little Women? He put Little Women in the freezer too. The Shining! He put The Shining. Ugh, I'm so stupid. Okay, so like remember in Friends, Joey puts The Shining in the freezer? This would be my freezer book because I was just so like blown away by the ending that I was just like, you need to go sit in the freezer and just chill. Or be put in the corner and just think about what you've done. But yeah, that was a really good book. I was, what was it? Behind Your Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. Okay, so the days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that would warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. It's not necessarily short, but it's almost short. Crazy Rich Asians. Oh my god, this book was so cute. The movie was even cuter. Keena Granitz came out singing in it. Everything about this book was so great, and I'm really excited to read the next one. Yeah. So number 9. Fall returns every year. Name an old favorite you'd like to return to soon. So this year I listened to this book that I absolutely loved in middle school, I think. It was called The Last Book in the Universe. And I enjoyed it, but of course I could tell that it was like for younger people, you know? But then it hit me that that book was probably one of the first books that paved the way to my like dystopian novels. Like kind of like I never read The Giver, but I also read that one too this year. So those two kind of went hand in hand. The Last Book in the Universe, if you read the synopsis, like you'll kind of get a feel for it. But I think that book might have paved the way or like launched me into my preferred reading genre in high school and then after high school. Even to now, I still enjoy that. But one of the books that I have on me that I also really liked was The Midnighters. I have all 3 books, and this series was just cool. It's like these, what is it? For one secret hour each night, the town belongs to dark creatures that haunt the shadows. Only a small group of teenagers know about the secret hour. Only they are free to move about the midnight time. They call themselves Midnighters. It's like a group of teenagers that all happen to be born at the stroke of midnight, and so they're like, the town is theirs because they just so happen to be born at midnight. And it's like this strange little town, like Bixby, I think. Yeah, Bixby, Oklahoma. Time freezes. And nobody else moves, but they can move around. But then there's like dark creatures, and they have like these little weapons that they can use against the creatures, but they have to be like sterling silver or metal, and they have to give them names, but in prime numbers. Like the letters have to be prime numbers. I don't know. It was like a whole thing, and I was eating that shit up. It was so good when I was like in middle school, I think. Scott Westerfield. So he wrote Uglies? But yeah. Number 10. Fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite reading accessories. So like I said, the bulk of my reading is done with audiobooks. So I get home from work around 7ish every day, and sometimes I'll cook, I'll clean, or I'll just watch TV or whatever. But when I cook and clean, I will listen to my audiobook. And that's my cozy, like I love cooking, so that's my cozy reading stuff, my accessory. Okay. But if I'm like in bed and stuff, then I mean just a blanket. But then also I like to drink tea. I have my mug here from Owl Crate. Oh my god, this mug is so pretty. Look. See, is it gonna focus? It's probably not gonna focus. Oh yeah. Look how great this mug is. Oh my god, the night bus. Yeah, this has become my favorite mug. Cool, now I'm out of focus. Let's see. Like I said, guys, there you go, I think. Ugh. Like I said, I'm new to this. But yeah. Oh, and another thing that I will do if I'm listening to my audiobook or whatever, if I'm home sitting on the couch and listening to my audiobook, then my hands are free, so I do this. I try to do embroidery. I still need a lot of practice, but I mean, you're supposed to do it to I'm practicing. Maybe I'll get good at it one day. But yeah, that is it. That's all my finally fall book tag. Thanks.